What's going on? It's your boy Babypaul, aka Bpzy, and you're now tuned in to 97.3 FM on the dial. Grand Rapids was good on a Saturday night. You're listening to Untouchables Radio with your boy Bpzy and DJ Mr. Effects. And like I said, I got a special guest in the building. You know what I'm saying? But before I get into that, I want to congratulate all the nominees for the Grammys. You know what I'm saying? A lot of dope albums and dope artists getting recognized for the work they've been putting in the past year. You know what I'm saying? I know what that feeling is like when you get those Grammy announcements, man. It's a blessing. So, you know, shout out to everybody. Shout out to Cardi. Shout out to Drake. Shout out to Kendrick. Shout out to everybody that's getting those nominations, man. It's just a testament of putting in hard work and making quality music, which is much needed in the industry climate right now. You know what I mean? So to get on a more serious note, you know, in reference to the influence that even the power of music can have, you know what I'm saying, on the community as a whole. I got the homie Ruff in the building.
Yes, yes.
What's happening, my brother?
Man, not much at all. Just blessings.
Yeah, definitely. Thanks for coming through, man. I mean, we've become acquainted over the past year. We've had some amazing dialogue about a lot of different things, you know, but a lot of it correlates with music because, as you know, with my musical background, you came to me for advice and opinion on a couple things based on the things you do. So it was only right that, you know, we kind of combine minds and efforts and, you know, try to use our voices and this platform as a way to communicate, you know, how we can help people. You know what I'm saying? So without further ado, tell the people a little bit about yourself, where you're from, you know, what you've been doing, and, you know, let's get into it.
We're going to get right to it. We're going to speak 100 facts. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to keep it 100 with myself first, in the community and the people for one.
Of
you know what I'm
course.
saying?
Why not?
But keep it 100 with me. I'm going to keep it 300 with you. That's what I tell people all the time.
Right.
You know, so a lot of people be like 300 Entertainment, you know, Rock Nation. You know, I'm really from Holland, Michigan. That's where I was raised. I was born in Harvey, Illinois, right outside of Chicago on the south side. Mm-hmm. I didn't live a crazy life, you know. Mm-hmm. I experienced mental issues since 3 years old, you know what I'm saying?
Wow.
So it's been crazy. It's really been crazy. Mm-hmm. But like I use now, I turn a negative into a positive.
That's all you can do, my brother.
So it's all algebra. They teach us that, you know what I'm saying? So
right.
That's what I tell them, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But basically, being that you said you suffered some mental issues from childhood, how did that affect you in terms of dealing with people growing up as a kid in Chicago as well as in Michigan, you know what I mean? Like on a social level, you know, like interacting with other kids, you know, the peer pressures that come with, you know, with childhood and the things that we do, the things we listen to, you know, trying to be, you know, keep that cool factor with the boys, that fly factor with the ladies so you can have a little cool reputation, you know what I'm saying? Looking like you're doing good, you feeling good, you living good, you know, keep that attention on you. Like, how did that affect you?
It's still affecting me to this day.
I could imagine.
Cause
hey, I'm grown and it affects me to this day. You know what I'm saying? So
you know, it's as the homie FBG Duck say, you know, shout out to the kid. You know, congratulations on the platform you just got to. Mm-hmm. But clout is a word where it means people follow you. Mm-hmm. You got a trend. You got that. So growing up, when I was living in Harvey, you know, my cousins, they was younger than me, some older than me, but they always let me lead, you know what I'm saying? My older brother, RRP, he was just that strong one that did it, that actually did it in the streets, you know what I'm saying? So when I lost him, and that was my first funeral, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And it hurted me when I heard my mama cry. Not understanding what was going on at that time, but hearing her scream, holler, and I remember like just yesterday, my aunt called the phone, I picked up the phone, and where your mama at? Oh, she downstairs crying. Ooh, I know what's going on. Go give her the phone. And I see, you know, after that, they sent me to my daddy's mom, and I stayed out there, you know what I'm saying? So it really affected me a lot growing up because, you know, my mom left me and my brother to the house in Harvey for like a month, 2 months. It was just us. You know, my grandparents took turns to come and pick me up and everything, make sure I go to after school programs or into school. My brother was just finishing high school, so we had a house to ourselves, you know what I'm saying? I didn't know what was going on, but I'm learning. Right. I'm learning quick. Right. I already held a gun in my hand. I done seen these little blue bags, don't know what they are. I got a story that I haven't even told people. Right. My mama would be like, boy, that ain't happened. Yeah, it did. You know what I'm saying? They be like, where you come up? How do you remember this stuff? And I drove my first car when I was 2. Half a gin a bottle I didn't drink by the age of 3. You know, these are life stories that affected me growing up.
Right.
So once my mom, you know, moved to Holland, Michigan, I was by myself. I didn't have no cousins. I didn't have no older brother. You know, he came down for a little bit, but I was getting bullied. You know what I'm saying? I grew up.
Yeah, bullying is serious.
Yeah, it's
especially as a kid.
serious.
There's people who, you know, are mentally abused from that, and they start to feel lesser than, and in some cases they do things to themselves. So that's very dangerous.
It's very dangerous.
And the internet bullying is crazy.
Yeah, that's very.
Even grown folks be internet bullying, and I don't get that. You know what I'm saying? Like, the internet is supposed to be a tool for marketing and networking. It's not supposed to be a tool to express hate and jealousy and insecurities. And unfortunately, some people, their characters show in how they use the internet. You know what I'm saying? So
Right. I just got certified to talk to kids about suicide prevention this past May at Hope College in Holland, Michigan. And the main thing that they were talking about is how bullying and stress is so much common due to the internet.
yeah, absolutely.
You know.
Absolutely. It's dangerous. It's dangerous.
But yeah, you know, bullying is a main factor. You know, I was blessed to have my brother there during that process because he just paid the homie down the street to whoop my bully. You know what I'm saying? So it was.
That's a good resolution.
Yeah, it was real.
Not to promote violence, but hey, you know,
You
sometimes you gotta put a little spanking on some of these people to calm themselves down, man. But you know, speaking of violence in particular, I know that you've spoken against gang violence in communities. You've done a lot of things over the years based on your experiences and how you want to like shed light on the things you've been through to try to create a better community for young folks. So talk a little bit about that.
So I was blessed. Going through high school for me to graduate, I had to do an internship, and I could never find out what I really wanted to do. But then I had my daughter. Then I had another one. So it's like, you know, I got with at the time it was Urban Youth Ministries. Did my internship there. Ended up graduating in 2010. Reached out to Escape Ministries in about 2012 with a proposal and a plan. Showed them that they liked it. And said, you know, I'm gonna give you an opportunity. Come to Escape on a certain day, and just the topic, and just work around that. And I'm like, all right. So I did it. Got to speaking to the kids, majority of the kids, asked questions, everything, and then everything just started getting into place. I just had to stick to it, you know.
That's dope.
People just coming into my lane. I got to get around it, you know. I got to deal with these devils, you know what I'm saying? Man, like, it's hard, you know.
Yeah.
Good angel, bad angel, they for real.
Yeah. I salute your efforts, man. And, you know, it's interesting because, not to get too long-winded, you know, my business partner with the film stuff that I'm working towards, shout out to Mo McCoy. He just went through a situation with a very close family member who was suffering from depression. You know, he ended up committing suicide, and we had to deal with the dynamics of the hurt and pain that his family suffered because of this, and realized that in the aftermath of it all, with the things he thought was so bad at that time, he had brighter days right ahead of him if he would have just stuck it through. You know what I mean? We're going to get more into that when I come back. You know what I'm saying? We're going to get back into some more music. It's Untouchables Radio, 97.3 FM with your boy DJ Mr. Effects and Bpzy. Let's get to the music.